What's up guys, Tea Party Percy here and welcome to a new guide. This time we're gonna talk about the main currencies. Before we start with that, a friendly reminder here, if you are new to this channel, check out the other guides which I already did. There are quite a few and there will be more coming, so check out the playlist in my YouTube channel or just wait until the end of the video and I'm gonna link you guys the playlist. So now let's go and start with the currency guide. First of all, you should know that there are also some other kind of currencies which you can also call collectible, or I will call them collectibles or exchangeables from now on. The main difference between those is that the one which I'm gonna call main currencies will be listed like here in this picture. So if you click on the treasure chest icon on the top bar, you will be able to see all the main currencies. The other currencies, or which I'm gonna call collectible in the future guides, they will appear in your inventory. So as mentioned earlier, we're gonna just focus on the main currencies today. And as you can see here in the picture, there are quite a few of those. I'm gonna explain you today guys where to get those, what you can do with those and how important they are. So let's start with the top one, which is silver. Silver is the currency which you need for most of the stuff which requires an interaction with an NPC. So most of the time like repairing, upgrading, buying stuff, for all those things you need silver. Silver can be obtained through quest rewards. You can also farm them in some dungeons. For example, in Untitled there is the platform dungeon. I don't know the exact name, but to farm money like the silver, you can go there, do it solo on hard mode, and each run will give you around 10k silver. Also keep in mind that dismantling stuff will give you a little bit silver and stuff which you can sell for silver too. Silver is also used for fast traveling. So basically if you want to go from one continent to another, you have two options. The first one is you use your boat or your ship and sail all the way from one point to another point, like from A to B, from Untitled to, I don't know, to Shoreshire, which is gonna take you around about 10 minutes, yeah, pretty sure. Or you can use fast travel. That is kind of expensive though. Each time you're gonna want to use fast travel, and depending on the distance, it's gonna be between 2k, around 2k and up to 5k silver. Also re-rolling stats on your equipment and most of the stuff which you can do with your equipment, like upgrading, as I mentioned earlier, gonna require silver too. So at some point you have to farm silver, I'm pretty sure of that. The best way to get silver really fast, if you have a decent team, is the cube. Gonna require you an entry, but if you have a really good team and if you get far, depending on which chest you unlock, you're gonna get quite a few silver in one run. So I made like the last one which I did in the CBT with a really good group. We managed to get to stage 12, 13 or something, and I got like 100k silver if I remember correctly, and that's a lot. At this point guys, I want to remind you of something really important in Lost Ark. I will do that like in the future guides also, I'm pretty sure about that. Get a decent group, play with friends or get to know some random guys, play with them together. They have to be decent, they should be good. Or join a guild. It's really important because a lot of stuff will be much easier if you have a really good group to play with or to try with. I mean, this is an MMO, right? So solo is doable, but why the hard way if you can do it better with more guys? Okay, let's move on to the next one, which is actually not a currency. It's kind of like the revive item, which you know from other MMOs, which is the feather. Yeah, it's a feather. It took me a while until I knew what that is. It looked like, I don't know, a rock or something, but yeah, I think it's a feather. Okay, we're gonna call it from now on the feather. The feather is required to insta-revive. Like every time you die, depending on where you are, in some content you won't be able to insta-revive, but in those where you can do that, you need a feather for that. So you consume one feather and you will be revived on the spot. So the question is, how do you get feathers? The better you got each day quite a few feathers in the male. I don't know if it's gonna be like that also in the OBT, but there are also some other ways to get feather. One of the ways are to exchange other stuff for feather, but it's not like you can farm the stuff required or the currency required and just spam and get feathers, like infinite feathers. That's not that easy. Another way is like card battles. Quite a few card battles rewards you with feather, but only one time. Like if you beat, for example, a boss on difficulty X, first time you defeat him on this difficulty, the feather as reward. Most of the time between 3 and I also got like 10 or 15 once. So yeah, that's quite amazing. There are also some quests which are gonna reward you, and I think there was also a daily which rewards you with feathers. The next currency in the list is the gold. The gold is the player trading currency. Yeah, you can call it like that. Because you're gonna use it to buy and sell items in the player auction house. Basically, if you want to buy stuff from the auction house or from other players, you need to pay the gold currency. Also, if you sell some stuff, you will get gold. So this is one of the really important currencies. I mean, most of them are important, but this is like top tier important, because depending on if you have a decent guild or community, as mentioned earlier, you will need like life skill materials for crafting stuff, or yeah, crafting gear, food or whatever. And it will be cheaper to buy some stuff and use your own stuff to craft stuff instead of buying the end product, which will be much more expensive. So let's say you are just a gatherer, but you still need stuff from hunting. It will be much easier if you have guys in your guild or community who is kind of like a hunter, and he can provide you with hunting stuff, who is willing to give you his hunting stuff in exchange for your gather stuff. That will be still much cheaper than just buying from the auction house. There are also some other stuff in the auction house which can save a lot of time for you, which you can't get from, I would say, like gathering or stuff like that. For example, you can buy high level treasure chest map and do it with your friends together to boost your item level. So, how to get gold coins? You get quite a few of those by doing some quests. Not every quest rewards you with those gold coins, but some do. Also, the cube gonna give you quite a few, not many, gold coins. And of course, you can get gold coins just by gathering stuff, or if you find something really rare, you can sell it in the auction house for gold coins. Now, there is a special merchant which I kinda talked about earlier when I explained the silver coin. This merchant is called the wandering merchant, or like the random spawn merchant. Call it however you want. I would stay with wandering merchant. And this merchant, as you can already see here in the picture or in the video, he's not at a certain spot. He will be wandering around. He will spawn at random locations, which is not always a main city. You can also find him like on hunting zones. Also keep in mind that the merchant only spawns on a specific channel. What I mean with that is, like, for example, here in this video, you can see the merchant is in this channel, like channel 2. And if you go to the same place or just jump to another channel, he won't be there. So the merchant spawns only in one channel. You can't use channel hop to get him multiple times. And here again, you need a community, because if you're on your own, it will be pretty hard to find a merchant like that. We, for example, used Discord. As soon as someone spotted the merchant, we wrote it there. Guys, get over here. Here's the merchant. And as you can see on the bottom right, there is a timer, so he won't be there forever. When the timer hits 0, he will despawn and spawn somewhere else across the, I don't know, across the ocean. He could be everywhere. So Discord community, again, important. But why is this merchant so important? As you can see here, he sells you stuff. The very first item is like the item you need to reroll skills on your ring. The hammer is needed to reroll skills on your weapon. And the 2 chests below, I'm pretty sure that one of those is like exchanging silver to gold. So that's one of the ways. Like if you have a lot of silver and you want gold, you can buy those chests. And yeah, as you can see, most of those items have a buy limit, so you can't buy like infinite amount of those. There is, for example, the hammer, you can only buy it once per merchant, so you have to find another one to buy one more hammer, and so on. The potion there, the red one, is like one of the better combat potions, so you know you can only use limited amount of potions in some contents, and this potion is better than the cheaper one. The cheaper one will give you like 10% or something HP back, 10-15. This one gives you 30% if I remember correctly, so it's already really good. The last potion, which you can see here, gonna give you a full identity bar, so if you just use your identity skill, you can immediately use that again as soon as you consume this potion. And on the second page you can see there is the tier 2 or tier 3 bomb even, so the bomb gonna be helpful against a lot of guardians, so it's quite important, and it's not easy to craft as far as I remember. And now the last two chests, those are really important. That's why a lot of guys are going after the merchant. You can sell your gold, which you need for player trading, and get silver. As you can see here, a lot of guys had more gold and needed silver. They ran out of silver, and yeah, basically you go to this merchant, you can buy for 100 gold, you will get 10k silver, and for 1k gold you will get, obviously, 100k silver. If you just rewind a little bit, you will see on the minimap the icon for the wandering merchant, secret merchant, whatever. Keep an eye on your minimap. If you spot that icon, run to it, share it with the community or your guild, and get some silver or gold or some items there. Okay, now let's move on to the next currency, which is the gem. And yeah, let's make it short. This one is the main currency you need to reset life skills or your combat skills. Like most of the currencies mentioned here, you can get those or obtain those from some quests as achievement rewards, and also from card battles. Moving down the list, the next currency is, how should I name it? I don't know, entry ticket? Yeah, entry ticket should be fine. Okay, so this one is the ticket which you need to enter Cube, Tower, Boss Rush, Platinum Field. To make it short, Cube, you need it for money, like silver and some gold, and if you get really far you can also get scrolls, like hidden dungeon scrolls and some other decent rewards. Then we have the Boss Rush. I'm not sure yet what you can get from Boss Rush. I'm pretty sure you can exchange those items for some decent stuff, but to be honest, I didn't spend much time doing that particular content. Tower, obviously, to get gear and some life skill potions and other rare materials which you need to craft items. And Platinum Field is to boost your life skills. So you will get like each day a certain amount of those tickets refilled. I think it was like 5 tickets per day, and with those tickets you can decide what you want to do. Like you can use all of them for Cube, or all of them for Platinum, or you can use all of them for Tower to get gear. There's also the option that you can split them and do a few Tower, a few Cube runs, and a few Platinum Field runs. So you know they're gonna refill, but there's also some other ways to get those things. Obviously, card battles, achievements, and also some tower stages rewards you with the tickets, but only one time, of course. In addition to that, there is actually one collectible which is hard to get, and you can exchange that one for tower entries. But I'm gonna explain that on another guide when I go through the collectibles. Now let's move on to the next currency, which is the bronze coin. Maybe I can also call it like the pirate coins, because you can obtain it through different activities on the ocean with your ship, and there are a few quests which gonna give you that coin, of course, but yeah, mainly you can obtain those coins on the sea. So if you're just traveling around, don't avoid those stuff which can float around the ocean. Pick those up, and some of those gonna reward you with the coin. And also there are some quick time events on the ocean. You can participate there, and depending on how good you do, you will get those coins as a reward. I'm gonna show you here also some of those things or some of the stuff you can exchange for those coins, and those are quite a few. You can get there some upgrade materials or upgrade parts for your ship. You can get new crew members, not just only rare or epic one, also legendary one for those coins. And yeah, crew members are really important. Depending on how good they are and which skills they have, they're gonna help you a lot to obtain much rarer stuff. They will also help you to travel to certain islands which you can only reach with the right crew member. And also you can get some skill books and those stuff which you need for crafting or respeccing skills on your equipment. Now the next coin or the next currency is the blue orb. I don't know guys, sorry about the naming here. I don't know how to call them, but from now on you're gonna call them two blue orbs, okay? I'm pretty sure there will be some Korean guys who are gonna be like, oh my god, Percy, you fucked it up. It's actually called blah blah blah. Okay, yeah, then I'm gonna change it, but for now, it's the blue orb. You can get them actually from beginning, like if you kill rare mobs, which can spawn on different spots on actually in every map. They drop a few of those. Also, quick time events, which can be encountered after level 10, I think. Rewards with those. What else? Yeah, I think boss mobs, like in dungeons, the bosses there, they drop also quite a few of those stones. Some quests, obviously, I'm gonna give you as a reward a few of those. And I know there will be a temptation to use or exchange those blue orbs for some juicy equipment at the beginning, because every time you enter a new city, a new zone, there will be a guy who will be like, oh yeah, give me the blue orbs, I'm gonna give you some equipment which is most of the time purple, so epic, and will be most of the time better than the stuff you have equipped. But don't do it guys. I mean, it's still leveling, and don't use those blue orbs for leveling equipment. You will level up pretty fast, you will get green stuff which will be better than the purple stuff later, so just ignore the temptation. I would really suggest you to keep those things and exchange those for tools. As you can see here in the picture, there are blue tools, and it's really important to get those tools. Why are they really important? They're important because they're gonna increase your life skill level depending on which tool you use for that particular life skill by 1. For example, you are a gatherer and your gathering life skill level is 2, which means you can only harvest, I don't know, plants, mushrooms, tier 2. But if you equip the blue gloves, the gatherer gloves, not the green one, the blue one, then you can also gather stuff tier 3. So you save some points and get already higher tier stuff with those blue tools. You can buy those blue tools in every main city. There is an NPC where you can trade it. Also guys, a quick notice here. Later I'm gonna also make an NPC guide and go through all those NPCs which you can find in the cities and what you can do with those NPCs. Okay, that's it for today guys. Thanks as always for watching, and if you have any questions left, you can ask those in the comments on my Twitch stream or in the Discord. Those links are below, and you can also join Discord. I'm gonna announce there as soon as I have a new guide. You can also subscribe to this YouTube channel if you don't want to miss the future guides. Join us if you want. Maybe also join the Tea Party Guild on the OBT recruitment for that. I'm gonna make a video about that before the OBT, I guess. Okay guys, thanks, and see you on the next video or stream. Bye bye, your Tea Party Percy.